Hi, I'm Martha Millan on the School of Hollywood.
Welcome to Season 3 of School of Hollywood. We'd like to thank you for listening and following the Entertainment World School of Hollywood podcast. If you prefer videos of celebrities, they're available on entertainmentworld.us. Please take a moment and like the podcast and subscribe. And if you have any comments or questions, you can just send us a DM on Instagram at School of Hollywood. School is now in session. And you're also in the cleaning lady.
Yes, I am.
Oh, that is such a hot show. I mean, it's climbed up the charts in the TV ratings. That's incredible for you.
It's really, I mean, it's something that's unexpected because, we were freshmen last year. Now we're in our sophomore year. And to still kind of get the same consistent response has been, what I can't ask for anything more. So it's awesome.
Sure, you can. You can ask for more money.
This is something that I should definitely consider.
The one thing I have to say is I'm not really sure I'd want you to be my cleaning lady.
So I don't know if I'm good at cleaning in that way, but I mean, yeah, it's so funny because I remember even last year that was the whole joke was that Elodie Young and I are the worst cleaners in general. Like our showrunner Melissa Carter had to teach me how to use a vacuum cleaner. It's only because I live in New York and I Swiffer a lot. That's
Hey, don't feel bad. That's what I do as well. Those are great.
yeah.
And they should be paying for this ad.
There you go. That's another. See, I see where your mind goes. Really good endorsements.
So, did you have to do a network test for the show?
It was incredible because my audition process was it's fully online. I auditioned in my bathroom. I taped the audition in my bathroom and then sent it out to casting. And then after that, we were able to do the chemistry read with Elodie Young online. And then moving forward, the whole process, I didn't know whether we were going to go, in person, but it turns out that they actually packaged the audition together of what they had seen and presented it to both studios. And then obviously once it went well for the studio, they sent on the same package to network. So I didn't have to go in the room, which I was actually quite grateful for. Because I mean, just testing in the room live, it's another process. But having to do the chemistry read with Elodie Young, she's incredible. Online, that was a lot easier. You're in your own home, and they block out the Zoom, so you don't really see anyone watching you. So it's like you really you have a private moment with each other. But if you're in the room, it's a whole other ball game.
Oh, absolutely, it sure is. What kind of preparation did you do for the audition on it?
For me, I just focused on her spirit. I know that, Fiona, I read the pilot and I saw the first opening scene was that she punches someone. So you can tell that straight away, I already knew who she was. And,
A
but
New
she's very
Yorker.
very passionate person, I like to put it. But yeah, no, I think, I resonated with it mainly because of culturally, I'm Filipino, the character was Filipino. But at the same time, being a mother, I think was more important for me to really be authentic in my portrayal. So in terms of research, yeah, it was more about just kind of how a single mother, and especially being undocumented, would handle herself. But she's also very spirited, so I had to kind of tap into my Filipino-ness as well.
Has the character changed much since your original audition to the way she is now?
Yes. Yes. I mean, honestly, I thought that, Fiona was just going to be like the sidekick, fun kind of like joking, funny person on the side. And she is in many moments, but I'm so grateful to, the writers, Miranda Kwok and Melissa Carter, our showrunners. They've developed and allowed me to kind of enjoy this really empowering arc throughout the first season, and then in season 2, it's a completely, we're going on another level of cleaning with Fiona. Put it that way. So, once, especially being embroiled in Tony's world, there's a lot of worlds colliding. So Fiona's characteristics are still there. She's very passionate, but it's just in the way that, being a single mother, how she elevates herself in that moment of, I don't know if you've seen episode 1 already, where Chris is accidentally killed my brother, and all those, it just continues and furthers the theme of how far will you go for your child. So I think in that sense my character's been strengthened even more so.
So for the people who haven't watched, it's kind of a little bit like Taken, in the sense of how Liam Neeson felt about his, the Taken, obviously, of the kids in the movie. Um, you do a great job in the show, but you were in one of my favorite shows, Entourage.
Oh my god, wow, that's like dating me back, flashing.
Well, they're considering bringing it back.
I heard talks about that. I wasn't sure whether that was just those rumors or if that's something that's been solidified.
Well, all the cast members seem to be talking about it on the podcast with Doug Allen. So I would assume that it's
Oh,
somewhere
wow.
down the works, in the road. So you never know; you may get another shot at going back on that show.
I know, because I played Dom's girlfriend that time.
Mhm.
And he was the rogue friend, I think, that came in and just
Louis
caused.
Lombardi is a friend of mine.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
He's a friend of mine.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He also has a line of pizzas now too.
He does? Oh my
Yeah.
god. Okay, I have to try it then. That's so awesome. Well, yeah, of course. I think, Entourage is such I mean, that's such it's almost a period piece, I think, in that way, where back in the day, a lot of, just in terms of how actors were, and in that sense, I don't know. I definitely don't have an entourage. There's far from it. I'm literally driving a rental car, just like still doing my own groceries and cleaning my house. So
Yeah, well, you're the cleaning lady, so
there you go. It's
so
research.
here's a trivia one for you. So if you were stuck on a desert island with any of the Entourage cast, who would it be and why?
Um, I mean, come on. I mean, there's Adrian, who's it's not bad to look at. So, it's always good to have one of those if you're stuck on a deserted island. And then I think Ari would be fun, because there'd be just so much banter, and I don't know how much of his narcissism could last if there's only 3 of us.
Uh, uh, so you spent time in Los Angeles, you spent time in New York, but now you're in New Mexico. What's life like for you in a smaller type city?
It's quieter. I'm definitely not going out as much, which is good. It's a good thing. For me, I'm more focused on work, and so that's something that has really helped me, just to kind of like, literally I'm by the mountains, and I just kind of drive 10-15 minutes from the studios, and everywhere in New Mexico is 10-15 minutes away. There's hardly any traffic. And it's just simpler, I think. I mean, I'm running a lot more. I'm running, because I'm close to, again, the mountains than tramways. And so I think I'm healthier.
Well, that's good. So,
Yes.
so you've spent time in Los Angeles and New York, and you've been an acting coach there. What do you see as the difference in the acting style? And tell me about a little bit about you teaching the kids.
In terms of the difference between New York and LA, I mean, I can't speak for LA, since I did study there. I studied there for the summer program at the American Academy of Dramatic Arts, and then I did the 2-year program in New York. What I can say is that weather definitely, allows for more laissez-faire kind of attitudes, in terms of, just how you go about preparing. I think in New York, just from my experience, everybody's just very intense about their methods and everything. So for me, I think it's just necessary to explore all methods, whether it's it's Method, or whether it's Meisner. I think it's wherever the character needs to go. And I don't think you should just lock yourself into one single method, because it doesn't allow you to explore other things that you could discover about the character through other techniques. So, but I think for me, teaching children, and I miss it, I'm going to go back again, because they just keep me grounded. Like, I would do repetition with them online, and I'm teaching between 10 to 16-year-olds. And this one 10-year-old, we were doing like repetition. It's like, okay, you're looking at me, I'm looking at you, you're looking at me. And then he would say, I say, okay, say something that you see about me. He's like, you're old. I'm like, I'm old? You're old. I'm old. So there's no filter with these children, which I find so refreshing. And it reminds you to be the same way, just unfiltered when you are just listening and responding, because that's where the truth is. So I do need to go back to teaching again, because they definitely put me in my place.
Well, it also tells you that the no's that you hear over and over in Hollywood and New York, that, there's somebody that's not jaded by that and that's giving you back that energy that you need, which is awesome.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's definitely one of the things that I love seeing whenever I teach, just fresh actors who are just wanting to just like experience a moment with you, or like a scene, and just their keenness, because it's very true. You do get jaded after many years of rejections. And that's the key, how do you stay fresh? And so that's why I do go back to the kids. I'm like, that's how you stay fresh.
Exactly.
Right. Just being unfiltered.
So are you on social media at all?
I am. I've had to go on social media, mainly to promote the show, obviously, but I'm pretty private in many ways. I only started Instagram last year, and it was Elodie Young who's just like, Martha, come on, you have like 10 followers. You got to like, you have to do something. I was like, it was really uncomfortable for me first, because I am very private, but then, it's part of our business. You have to self-promote, but in a way that's healthy for you. And I think you have to find that balance. For me, I definitely just keep it about work, and just a little bit here about just who I am, but never really go deep into just the dark world of Martha.
Well, you could always go in the dark world of Fiona.
That I leave to the writers. So,
so do you have anything in store after the TV show that we can talk about?
Yeah, I actually have. I did a film just before we started shooting season 2. It's called Merry Kiss Cam. It's a Hulu movie with Mar Vista, and Katie Lowe's from Inventing Anna and Scandal is the lead, and I play her art gallery representative. So I'm playing something completely different from Fiona. I'm rich.
Yeah.
I'm an art gallery owner, and I'm quite obnoxious and very pretentious. So it's a comedy. It's a rom-com. So it's something light, and I'm excited to see how that goes and start promoting that once. I think it should come out fingers crossed, like end of November, because it's a Christmas film too.
Fantastic. Well, it's great to have you here today on the School of Hollywood Entertainment World. You're a great guest, lots of energy, and I wish you much success on the rest of the season, and the ratings go up, 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 up.
Thank you so much, Steve. And I wish you much success for all your projects and ventures. It sounds like a huge empire that you're building. So congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you for listening to the latest School of Hollywood podcast. We'd like to ask you a small favor. If you enjoyed the podcast, please like it. And if you really liked it, please share it on your social media. If you have any questions about acting, music, producing, and directing, feel free to reach out to us on Instagram at School of Hollywood. School of Hollywood is now part of entertainmentworld.us. Until next time, school is out.